I'm delighted to yield to the gentleman, Mr. Massie.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There are a lot of falsehoods that I want to disprove here today in the short time that I have. The first of which is that Republicans don't care about life or victims. We care about victims. I care about the victims of gun control. My former employee, my former staff member, watched her husband killed in front of her because she followed the gun control laws, and her assailant, her stalker, did not. She left her concealed carry weapon in her car because it was a gun-free zone. It's a sign that no criminal ever pays attention to. So let me start with some of the other falsehoods here. The Charleston loophole. Democrats say if there had just been a few more days to check Dylann Roof's background, Roof would have been stopped from buying a gun. Here's the problem with that assertion. You can't buy a gun if you have a felony or certain misdemeanor convictions, or if you're arrested but not yet convicted of a crime, of a possible prison sentence of at least 1 year. But Roof's arrest was for a misdemeanor drug offense, which had a maximum possible sentence of 6 months. A longer waiting period, which the Democrats have asked for and said would solve a lot of problems, would not have blocked his gun purchase. If Democrats want a waiting period, then pass a waiting period. Don't use a tragedy as an example that doesn't apply. If they want to ban misdemeanor offenses for people who've committed them from possessing a gun, then do that. But don't call it the Charleston loophole. It's not a loophole. Fact check me on this. Now, let's talk about safe storage laws. I asked unanimous consent to enter an article into the record from the Journal of Law and Economics. I'll read a little bit of the abstract.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's frequently assumed that safe storage gun laws reduce accidental gun deaths and total suicides, while the possible impact on crime rates are ignored. But the abstract says, we find no support that safe storage laws either reduce juvenile accidental gun deaths or suicides. Instead, these storage requirements appear to impair people's ability to use guns defensively. It's just common sense. If somebody breaks into your house and your gun's locked up, how are you going to use it to defend yourself? We don't want to see a victim of gun control, and this would cause more victims of gun control.